lecturer, but in 2017 I had resigned. And time came, I made one grave mistake, that I invested my money that I had started getting, I invested it into matoke farming. They are all long-term projects. They are not monthly earners by then, because matoke, to give you money, it will start giving you money at 1 year to 2 years. That's when you start harvesting for sale. So I was investing in goats, I also invested in matoke. It was a grave mistake on my side. How? Because time came, I didn't have money to pay my workers. I lost some of my workers. Nemba kuba story, from one story to the other, things were not adding up. So these are things that I don't want the people who are joining farming to do. So prior to starting, make sure you have a plan for the medication. Embuzi ziri they are living things. Make sure you have a plan for vaccination. Make sure you have a plan for the labor force. Bagenda kuliachi, what are they going to eat? How much am I going to pay for them? How much am I going to pay them? Basically, you calculate, for example, if I'm going to pay each person 200,000, at least make sure you have a plan where that money is coming. This is where I don't advise somebody in formal employment to resign there and then, and you dive into farming, because you'll make a blunder. The cut-up where you're getting from money will have dried. Yeah. So make sure before you invest or before you resign your job, make sure these things are planned for. The labor, how much money am I going to pay for them? The vaccination, the medication, the maintenance of the farm, all the things must be catered for. Under the economic prospects, there is high demand for goat meat and its products. This is not Wolokoso. The meat, actually, what I know about goat meat, that when you brought a cow and a goat to sell somewhere, a goat will sell fast as compared to a cow. You get it, which is not with a cow. You get it. And there is an emerging favorable market conditions that favoring goat farming. People are looking for goat meat. People are looking for goat's meat, but they are not getting it in the numbers they want. There is an untapped market for exporting our meat. But Kalike Nagambia, we don't have the numbers. Somebody calls you, I want 6 tons of meat per month. You start making calls among your friends, Grace, so I will not be able to do that, because we are lacking the numbers to be able to give us the kind of meat we want. Yeah. And currently, there is easy accessibility to improved goat technologies. Previously, we never used to vaccinate. Farmers never used to deworm. They had never heard of deworming. People I know of farmers who have farms, and they are using drones to supervise the goat farms. Yes, they are using drones. We have them here. Yes, we have them now. Kids born are the major output of the commercial goat farms. What do I mean by this? That every time you have a herd, and your goats are not giving you babies, your owner, maybe a diminishing plan, when you're going down, when you're not making any profit. So make sure at any one given moment that your babies are not dying. Or even if they die, at least they should not be more than 2% of the death under farm. There are some things happen, and it is unexpected. You are vaccinated, you have given, exactly, it just happens. So just at least make sure it is not more than 2% of the total number you have on the farm. This simple analysis, I don't want to go into it. A beef cow and goats, they may take it as an offense, but this is something I devote with my father, my old man at the farm. My dad has cows on the farm. I have goats on the farm. And my dad always told me, Grace, why don't you invest in cows? They will give you more money. And I, for one, I always convinced him this way. I'm still energetic. I still have the energy. I consider beef cows, somebody investing in beef, somebody who does not have a lot of time, does not have enough energy to kuyiriba like me. For example, I gave him an example. Assuming I have 3 million, you also have 3 million, and you're purchasing, Bernard, you're having your 3 million, you're purchasing your beef cows. Sure. Me with my 3 million, I'll get my 15 goats somewhere. So we are all coming to farm. In terms of biddings, and you name is 15. Gestation period ya 9 months, right? Gestation period ya goats, my 15 goats, it is 5 months. Yes. Wow. Yes. So after 5 months, I'm having another 15 babies. from these 15 mothers.
And I'm still holding on.
You are still holding on the cow. Sometimes it may even have come when it's not pregnant. So you have to wait for another 9 months to have 2 calves. Me, after 6 to 8 months, I'll be selling the babies. Exactly. You get my point. So that is the analysis. What we did with my dad, eventually, he said, okay, I'm done with you. I understand. But
I hope you're not converting the cattle keepers.
no, I'm not converting. They can do both because goats give you faster money as when you're waiting for the cows to give you the money. So I'm not telling them don't farm beef, but if you have the land, put them both on the land. Currently, we have a number of technologies. There is high level of awareness about improved technologies, and people are adapting. I've told you we have vaccination. People are keeping record keeping softwares where somebody can easily know how many goats do I have, and how many are productive, how many are not productive, which goats should I be able to call off just at the click of the phone, and you have that software on your phones. Ugandans should embrace these. And still, for us, when we are starting in 2015, vaccines were not readily available. Vaccines play a very key role in goat farming. Without vaccinating, your herd will never grow in number. Vaccines. For us, when we are starting in 2015, there used to be one prominent farmer who used to bring this vaccine. I think he used to get it from Israel. And he would bring a vaccine. It was in 500 milligrams. And it means each 1 milligram was costing, the 500 was costing 500,000. So for you with 30 goats, nga toyina wepanka ku ddagala lya 500,000, it would not make economic sense. But time came, we started advocating or looking for pharmacies. They came and they started bringing us smaller doses of vaccines that me with 30 goats, Bernard with 20 goats, you could easily vaccinate your goats at a smaller cost, and that is what is happening. There is availability of good quality breeding stock, and though it is still very pricey, for example, right now I'm having a call where we organize, we mobilize other farmers, we add resources, we bring in goats from South Africa. One goat from South Africa reaches here in Uganda for $1,500. And a female reaches here for $1,000. So just imagine if our government could come in and subsidize some of these costs and say, they are farmers who are organized, they need breeding stock. Let's bring for them these goats, and maybe we give, like for example, give Woji 2 males at her farm. After 2 years or 1 year, she can give the offsprings to another farmer. But that is not happening. So us who are bringing them, some of you who are listening and seeing us, may think we are over-hiking these prices. But what is so shocking, that these goats are not so expensive in South Africa. But what makes it expensive is the freight, and then the test swinker, and then plus also making them adapt to our kind of environment. It is what hikes that kind of price.
Have you tried to present this through the Ministry of Animal Husbandry? I don't know, because it is a very good idea. If you could, I don't know, I'm assuming you have an association where you sit and deliberate.
These are things we have talked and over. They are aware. Yeah, I will not bash them, but they are aware. They know. The risk of certain diseases in large flocks has reduced because we started deworming, we started vaccinating, and we used to have a general belief that the more goats one has, the more they are going to fall prey to more infections. But now things have completely changed. The losses have reduced because farmers have taken vaccination seriously. Actually, when you vaccinate your herd, 80% of the infections that are affecting you on your farm, you are doing away with them. Farmers are embracing technologies. They are using adverts. They are using publicity and marketing. They are using so many social media applications.
On that issue of vaccination, speaking to it, because if you did, from what I'm hearing, it is carrying so many advantages.
Yeah.
Way beyond the health of the animals, but also I think in terms of population. So in your circles, in the circles of the other farmers? I don't know. Are you having this? Are you considering bringing it as a policy that let vaccination be a must do, so that it is not someone thinking about it and choosing to do it or not? Because at the end of the day, the effect is for all the farmers.
Yeah. Okay. The thing is, what we are facing as goat farmers, we are still disorganized. We have failed to bring ourselves together as a group to fight for our common goal. But what we are emphasizing among ourselves, the few of us who are trying to be organized, that before you buy animals from somebody's farm, they must have a certificate of health from a DVO with proof. And actually, some of us, what we are doing, that every time I'm vaccinating my goats on the farm, I always publish it on my social media pages. So if I'm growing my numbers, and you are there, I also want to grow numbers, like, man, you're not vaccinating, you get it? But at the moment, we are disorganized, but the individual kind of setting, we are trying to do that, and most farmers are picking it up. Because how do you know that they're picking it up? Previously, the downtown, the pharmacies that used to bring these vaccines, they had stopped bringing them. Why? They say vaccine is validated and they expire. But now they no longer have those cases of expired drugs. Actually, I, for one, I volunteered to be a marketeer, to tell farmers, a vet shop, this and this and this one, they have these vaccines. So people, slowly by slowly, we shall reach there. But some of these things require government intervention. But as we wait on government, we as individuals, we have to start on that mantle.
So are we reaching a level where also the goat are stamped? Because I've seen stamps on
the meat.
On the, yes.
Maybe one day we shall reach there. But in the markets, the meat is stamped. They stamp for certification purposes, but not
for
the health.
Particular markets?
Particular market, yeah, especially if you are bringing for slaughter, like in markets like Kalere, they will not, meat packers, they will not allow you slaughter your goat with, yeah.
But if it is maybe someone is just buying for a group, it's not mandatory. That's why it's important that you really operationalize the associations.
So as we are concluding here, the goat market, that is where most of you are interested in. Where is the market? Nunze mbuzi ntandikira. How do I know? At the end of the day, every farmer's objective should be to earn a profit from those goats.
True.
One can only make a profit by providing quality product that meets the market requirements. Every time you keep substandard goats, people will not come to buy them. Actually, some farmers have become like brokers. When you call him and your goats are funny, they will underlook them, they will not buy them. I have customers who come from as far as Kenya, Tanzania for my goats. I'm trying to keep standards. I'm not yet at the best way I want to be, but ingezako. That's why I have a very big clientele for my goats, because I'm trying to keep mutindo. I'm trying to show others this, irrespective of the conditions we are working in, these things are possible.